We won the competition to help NBS redevelop their office in 2014. It was a great project to be involved in. It's a Grade 2 listed building, but a building that had been refurbished over the years and had become somewhat segregated. Refurbishment which would pull all their staff together back into one or two key spaces. One of the things from our point of view that was really exciting was to work with NBS to make use of their skills with BIM. One of the things that worked really well for us was that the client engaged some surveyors to produce a full laser survey of the building, build that into a Revit model, which gave us a great ground for developing our design work. It was a complex building, lots of segregated small spaces, with complex level changes and interconnections. The Revit model was a great grounding for us to work from. Our interior designer was plugging in a lot of desks, workstations, breakout furniture. A lot of those items were mostly available in SketchUp, not in Revit. So we were chopping and changing a bit between SketchUp, Revit, just to get the sort of 3D visuals that we needed to consult with the client. One of the things that we set up right at the start of the project was to create a shared workspace to allow the designers to collaborate, make sure that the main model that we're working on is bang up to date. From the point of view of sort of getting things done at the right time, from a BIM point of view, it's very much the same sort of process that you go through really as an architect or as a designer. You get things in the right order. You know, you need to facilitate getting all the key milestones in the right place. I think that's particularly important from a BIM point of view. NBS really keen to have some facilities management information carried through to the end of the project with COBie data. I perhaps didn't appreciate as best as I could the impact of making the right decisions around COBie, for example, at the right time. In fact, decisions like that need to be made right at the start. You've got to understand the FM process that the client intends to use at the end of the job. And more importantly, engaging with the contractor. Need to understand the sort of information they need to gather whilst they're actually on site, whether it's serial numbers for bits of kit, and all the sorts of bits of information that they need to gather and then focus in on COBie towards the end of the job. We worked on this project from 2014, finished in sort of the end of 2016, and over those 2 years we've seen a huge change in the range of BIM objects that are available to architects. I did find, because of the lack of objects available as we were working, that we would have a bias towards manufacturers with BIM objects available. So for example, whether it's sanitary ware, raised floors, suspended ceilings, roof lights, we found that there are some manufacturers who have BIM objects available, whether it's on the National BIM Library or elsewhere. That makes life really easy. You know, you bring that object into your Revit file, and suddenly you bring all that information with you. You know, you bring the specification info, you know, potentially some of the COBie info, certainly the NBS create information. All of that comes in, and it just saves a load of time.